Hi, y'all. I'm just starting this a little bit early um, so that we could start at 2 p.m. and just help me to keep my eyes open out for Eden so I can invite Eden into this event. Hello, Lady Cherie, and hello, K Girl. Um, so I'm excited to have Eden for an hour. Hey, Bex G. I'm doing okay. This was the first day I left my home after, because after my friend passed away, um, I had been away from my home for a really long time. And uh, I came home from the hospital that night. The first night I didn't sleep over there in a while. And then I just stayed in my house for 2.5 days. Oh, there's Eden. Let me see if I can invite Eden here.
Hello. Can you hear me?
I know we're gonna. Hey, Eden, we're gonna wait for maybe 2 more minutes since
Hmm.
it starts at 2 p.m. or 5 p.m. your time. Sorry, but
Hello.
thanks.
Can you hear me?
Hi, can you hear me? Well,
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
yes, I can.
Okay. All right.
Um, but I just said we're gonna wait just 2 more minutes just to see if folks continue to trickle on in since this is
Oh yeah.
supposed to start at 2 p.m.
Yeah.
So I won't do too much of like stuff until people come on in, so that we don't have to repeat ourselves too
Oh, no
much.
worries.
But I
That's
just
good.
wanted to give it like 5 minutes because sometimes it's like, oh, I need to figure out if I can get somebody on okay and all that stuff because sometimes
Hi
technology.
guys. Yeah. No, I get it. Yeah. For me, I'm just trying to figure it out. I was trying to play around with the live situation. I was like, what is this? And I was trying to see if I could see Lemon. I was like, can I do Lemon? And I can't find Lemon. And I was like, oh no.
Oh no,
I
you
know.
can't
There's
find
like listen, they're haters. They don't like
lemon.
Lemon. They're trying to bring her down. It's okay. So it's okay. It's no problem. Hi, Tiff. Now I'm starting to see people. I'm like, okay. I'm trying to figure out how this all works. Hi,
Ah,
guys. Ooh, my light. Okay. It's okay. But how you been, Phoebe? How have you been?
I mean, I'm being.
I
How
know.
about that? I'm
I
being.
know. Yeah.
Uh, so like I think it's gonna be me being for a bit of time.
No. However you need to be.
But yeah. Well, it
Listen.
is officially 2 o'clock. And so I
Very
get to
nice.
introduce Eden. Well, I mean, I don't know if I can really introduce you. Actually, this is an opportunity to
Kind
introduce
of,
you
yeah.
to people
I
that
know.
or not really, because I think a lot of folks that love your content is already probably in the space to just kind of get to know you a little bit better, and me too.
Yeah.
So, just a little thing for folks to know.
Mm.
I don't know how I stumbled onto your lemon. That
Yeah.
sounded odd, maybe, but I I was like, you are so funny. Now I know you started doing this other portion where it's like the not caring,
Yeah.
but but I met you as Lemon, and just your commentary as a Lemon, you always had
Ridiculous.
me rolling. So there's like, I don't know. There, I was like, oh my word, I've got to have Eden on here if she's willing to come on and be
Oh,
a
of
guest
course.
because I mean, and the thing is, I'm like, I was talking to Ronnie and I was like, I don't know, I'm so not funny and I'm so
Yes, you
serious.
are.
Oh, am
You
I?
are.
But
That's
not
why I followed you at
intentionally.
first, because yeah,
Oh,
you're chaotic. You're chaotic, and it's great, and
oh,
I'm here
am
for it.
I? Oh,
You
that's
are.
good for me to
You're
know.
chaotic in a sweet way. You're like
Oh,
you're good and like calm, but then you're chaotic, when you need to be. Like you're the
oh,
responsible chaotic. You're good. Yeah.
oh.
I'm
Well,
just like
so
foolishness.
oh, but I love it. I love it so much. It is such a joy. Like I love seeing your videos. I love
Oh, thank
laughing to your
you.
videos and I just love concepts like that, you know what I mean? So I'm a
Yeah.
big fan.
It was
Um
accidental, so it's good. Yes,
Yeah, so
everybody
I
knows
mean,
lemon.
I I'm just really excited to have you here. So I just wanted to know a little bit about you. And I mean, you can choose to do this however you want to do, Eden. You could do
Yeah.
this with foolishness or with
Listen, maybe
seriousness
I'll mix
or
it
with a
in. I'll
mix of
mix it
both.
in. I'll mix it in.
But I just wanted folks to get a little bit of like an understanding of like how did you get on TikTok? What made you decide to start doing content and things of that nature? If you could give us a little bit of background.
Yeah, I mean, really with Bridgerton, like I know Bridgerton because of Shonda Rhimes, because I've been following her since Princess Diaries too. Like I'm in this with her. And then with Lucala and all that kind of stuff, I saw who did I see first? I saw like Mia, I saw Tiff. I was seeing stuff on Instagram and things. And so I was like, what's going on? And then I saw there was a press tour. I was like, what's happening? I just slowly started getting down the circle and into like the craziness and the nonsense of everything. I was like, what is everything? And then I was like, oh, people are on TikTok. And I had TikTok for like 2 seconds, right? But then I was like addicted to it because I was on it for like a little too long, so I got rid of it. So the only reason I have TikTok is because of Luke and Nick. They are responsible for this. And then I saw you, and I was like, oh wait, what's going on? I was like, okay, so then I followed you, and then I was just like down the drain. I was like all the way in because I've been a Bridgerton fan, but not like this, not like this.
Mm.
This has been like I paid attention, but like I've never been like in a fandom. So this is like
Mm-hmm.
a new kind of situation for me. So yeah,
Same.
but yeah, but even with like content stuff, like I had always thought about it, but I was like, no, like what am I actually gonna talk about? It's nothing like I really want to talk about. And so then even with like this stuff, I was like, okay, if I want to do this, like what would it look like? Because I didn't even know what it would look like. So I'm like, okay, I would talk about, the show, the characters, things like that, and Luke and Nick, obviously. But then I was like, okay, what are my boundaries, everything. So once I figured out what all that was, then I was like, okay, I'll go ahead and be ridiculous. But my sarcasm is just natural. I can't not be sarcastic and be a ridiculous human being. So, Luke and Nick got me here. That's for a fact. But yeah,
I
I
love
started
it.
seeing
So,
everybody. Yeah.
so when you create anything, like
hmm
do you plan it out in your mind? Like do you write a script or do you just kind of do it off the
No,
cuff?
yeah, it's no script. It's like just an idea of like, oh, I saw something, I have an idea of it, and then I go into Lemon or I do something with I don't care, and then it just comes out. And I'm just like off the cuff, like I have an idea. Even that I don't care attitude, it was really random. Because I was just like, you know what, fine. I really don't care. It's not a big deal. Like, no, they're not bothering me. No, it's fine. And then I was like, oh, that actually does fit me pretty well, being sarcastic and acting like I don't care. But Lemon is more like she's excited to the nth degree and is just like they're like almost the complete opposite of each other in some ways. So it's just like it's good to kind of have characters and not like just completely because then I can like figure out what I want to do. But it's nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I also love how you say like they're kind of opposites of each other because then you
hmm
can have an opportunity to express different sides of yourself,
Oh
but
yeah.
like it stays consistent with the characters that you've created.
hmm
So people kind of know what they're gonna get from Lemon and
Oh
from
yeah.
the person who does not care. I mean,
Yeah.
is there a
People
name for the do not care person?
there is no name. It's like kind of like my persona. It's like a different persona, but I don't have a name for her. Because it's like not completely me, right? Like I'm also like
Yeah.
more like serious. I can be serious and all that stuff, but my page is really lighthearted on purpose. I do that just to make sure it's like there's some positivity out there. You know what I mean? So I try to do that. And so I don't really talk too in depth, like not like how Ronnie's like really on point. Like she goes more analytical about things, and I'm like, I got you. But me, I'm like, I'm just ridiculous. I thought if my page can just be that, then maybe I can just contribute that part of it to the
Oh,
fandom.
I
You
love
know?
that
Yeah.
contribution. I love that contribution. And I that's what I mean about like how I'm a big fan of just the diversity that exists in the Lucala content creation
Mm-hmm.
space because
Mm-hmm.
there really is a space for everybody.
Yeah.
And you get to enjoy like I love that I can go to your page and know I'm just going to laugh so
Yeah.
hard. And you know, I just it there is some comfort in knowing what you're kind of gonna get. And I mean, I know
Yeah.
Ronnie in one of her posts had shared about like her suggestion to people to create like a post to pin to let people know like
Yeah.
what is your page about so people can
Yeah.
decide whether or not that is their cup of tea
Mm-hmm.
because the
Yeah.
reality is not everybody has the same cup of tea or
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you want the cup of tea once in a while, but not all the time kind of situation.
Yeah,
But I love the lightheartedness that you bring because Lord knows that sometimes people get into serious about something that's meant to just literally just
I
be
know.
fun and lighthearted and not anything that should ruin anybody's day. And you never ruin my
Yeah.
day. You make my day
Oh, thank
better
you.
with your
Same,
content. I
same,
love it.
same.
You put
Thank
a
you.
smile on my face.
Yeah. That's why I
So
put a post like that too, pretty early on when I first started getting people following my page. I was like, let me kind of make it clear because I saw Kristen, she had done that for her page, and I was like, yeah, it'll be good for people just to know what my page is about so that like they realize even in my bio, like I put it pretty clearly, like this is just ridiculous. I'm sarcastic. If you like it, cool. If it's not your thing, like if you want like the more in-depth Lucala stuff, like that's not my thing because I don't talk about them in that way. But if you just want like jokes, I'm your girl. So it's nice. Like even when Ronnie put that as like a post, I was like, yeah, definitely people need to like it's helpful like for people to figure out what it is so they know if they want to follow it or not pretty easily. Yeah.
yeah,
But I agree.
absolutely. So let's see. And if folks have any particular questions you want to ask Eden or just want to say to Eden, let me know. But let me look go. I mean, one of the things that I love to do, Eden, during my lives is
Mm,
just to read people's comments because,
yes.
I always feel like the comment section is a way of bringing the community into the conversation.
Yeah,
And so I
for
love
sure.
looking at that. So
Yeah.
I'm just going to focus though on anything that is Eden related. Tiffany, I'm Eden number one's fan. Okay,
Oh,
so
same,
Tiffany's up in here being your
same.
number one fan.
Yeah. No, I'm
Um,
Tiff's fan. That's a fact.
oh, that's awesome.
That's a
Lady
fact.
Cherie said we love lemon.
Oh, thank you guys. Somebody,
Um,
wait, who asked if I'm still on strike? Somebody asked if I'm still on strike. Listen, oh, Lady Cherie, listen, I'm kind of on strike. See, this is the problem, right? Like, I was on strike because they do too much, right? But then, like, now they put out a video today, right? After I said I was, like, maybe thinking about coming off a strike. And then Shonda decided, oh, let's put out this interview. Like, they're doing this on purpose, right? They're trying to test me. So like I'm kinda on strike, but like, like I'm gonna do my best. Kind of, maybe. I'ma see. Listen, they make things difficult for me. They really do.
they didn't want
Listen,
you to be on strike, Eden.
listen.
They wanted to lure you back in.
They're really trying. Hey, it's Sparkles. Listen, I would come back. Like they just need to calm down a little bit. Like everybody's trying to get me back. I'm just like, can they relax? Because every 5 seconds I would see something from Nicola, then I would see something from Luke, and then Shonda would do too much. And I'm just like, we have 2 years. Give me a break. Like let me calm down first. So, it's always chaos. Never chaos, girl. There's always chaos. Hey, it's Sparkle. Listen, there's always chaos. They do too much. They do too much. But yeah, that's why I went on strike in the first place. But it's not very successful, you
if
know.
you had uh if you had lemon and then you had the do not care person,
Oh,
to
oh,
talk about the interview
oh
between
gosh.
with Luke and Yaren, what would be the difference in content? How would the lemon talk about it versus how the do not care
Uh-oh.
person would talk
Well,
about it?
Lemon would be so excited, so hyper, would just be like raving about everything. With Lemon would tell I don't care, like, are you joking? We care, we love it. What's wrong with you? I don't care would be like, I need a name for her. I don't know what I would name her, but she would definitely be like, relax,
Anybody have
calm down.
suggestions in the chat?
I know, I need a name for her because I can't just say I don't care. But yeah, she would be like, "Are you joking? Like, relax, pipe down. It's not that deep. Like, Lemon, you're doing too much. Sit down. You're on timeout." Like, it would just be back and forth of them just going at it, trying to defend their position, and it would just be a full-on
Would
debate.
you ever have a cross
You know
po-
what? I'm
like
That actually
lemon
would be a
and
good idea. You're giving me ideas. Phoebe, you're giving me ideas. This could be a whole thing. Like,
I would love it.
I kind of mentioned it a little bit in one of my videos I did, but I was like, Lemon cares, but like she's doing too much. And I just said it really briefly. So now that you're saying this, like this could be a whole concept. Listen, I'm gonna give you credit for that. I'll put you as one of like the writers because like if I do that, that would be hilarious. That
I
would be
think it
so
would be
funny.
so hilarious
Oh my God.
because it's
Like
just
that's my
like you
thing.
said, they're complete opposites. So you can
Yeah.
really literally lean into
Yeah, that
like
would
when
be so
you're like
funny.
the excited part of you, and they're like a whatever.
Listen. Oh wait, Tam said Tina the I don't care lady. You know what? I'm gonna pin that in my mind. Okay. That's an option. That's an option. Listen, I'm here for it. Like that's
I
the
love
thing. It's
it.
like, yeah, thinking about a cross. Listen, I'm here for all different kinds of crossovers. So like Lemon and Tina I don't care lady. Yeah, precisely.
Do
Now
you
I have
think you'll
ideas.
ever like introduce any other characters, or do you feel like these are like your two like main standing kind of characters that you
I
believe you'll bring
could.
in?
These are only the two that I've like thought of, but if something comes up, I'll definitely add more. I'm just like, because I just started my page, it's like whatever comes to me, I'll just start adding. But if there's anything that like I get like motivated by, oh, I'll add more. Also, I'm gonna start looking at these filters and seeing like if I find some filters I like, oh baby, I'm adding
I,
more. I am adding more. Like I saw like there's like a fox, there's like different animals. Oh,
oh
I
my
can have a whole
word,
village.
yes.
I can have a village out here. Oh, we'll have a whole team, and
You'll have
we'll be going like,
you'll have your own version of like Inside Out of like
yeah,
all the different emotions, but they're
yeah.
like
I
different
know.
characters.
That's what
I
I'm
can
thinking. Oh,
imagine that.
oh, Tim was like Tina from Our Girl Nicola married Tina Cock. Girl, what in the? Okay, you know what? I'll adapt this somehow. Okay, I'll think about it. But yeah, will you create a different character for Benefi? Or like one that's like more excited for Benefi? Since Lemon is more like for Lucala, maybe I could.
Look at
These
all
are
the
ideas.
ideas coming in.
Listen, they're helping me. I really could. Because like Lemon was excited for Benefi too. Like I'm here for everybody. Like I'm over here, I will champion everybody,
Yeah, yeah.
So, that's the problem with Shonda. She keeps doing this to me. Gets me excited about every ship from every show. You should have seen me during Scandal days. Oh,
Oh.
me and Scandal, I was too much. So it's a good thing I didn't have anything on social media at that time. That would have been nuts.
So how new is your account?
Oh, the TikTok account is very new. My TikTok account, like I watched you, and then I was like, maybe I do want to actually post something. So yeah, this is very new. Like I had a Twitter account which I just deactivated because it's too much. But like even like with Instagram or Facebook and stuff, like I don't really use it like that, and it's private. So like TikTok is like very, very new. So like I'm trying to be like
Like
cautious.
a month? 2 months?
Maybe like very recently. Yeah. Like I haven't been
Mm.
it has yeah, it's very recent. I think I mean August. Yeah, so it has to be like a month, like just a month.
Oh,
Yeah, this is very recent.
I love
Yeah.
it.
Oh, other
I love
people
it.
watch Scandal. Oh, good. Okay. Other people know about the scandal. See, that's the thing. Scandal's like the couple that we shipped. We probably shouldn't have shipped them, because Fitz and Olivia, like that wasn't a good pairing. But anyway, that's different. You know,
I mean, don't they ship themselves?
Listen, you want to talk about Lucala, girl? They they are out and proud about it. They don't care. That's what
it,
I'm just
it,
like.
yeah, no, I mean, what was that trend? Like the black wife
Oh yeah,
trend or whatever?
no,
And
Kate Washington did that.
yeah, no, and the thing is, I didn't even realize it was her account at first. And when I looked and realized it was her account, I was like,
Shameless.
this is unhinged.
They are shameless. They don't care. That's why we're like, oh, you guys, and they're both married. I'm like, God bless them. God bless them. You guys are great. You guys have an understanding. That's great. Because I could not. God bless y'all. I know Tony, and then they were at the DNC together. I said,
Yes.
I was like, President Fitz is here. I said, wait up, hold a minute. But yeah, so Lucala is like, I'm like, they're trying, they're competing, but oh my gosh, they're unhinged. Exactly, Betsy.
Well, I
They're
mean,
unhinged.
honestly, I had always said like shipping, like obviously the shipping ends when people get married, and then
Oh
they
yeah, oh
came
yeah,
out,
for
and I was
sure, for
like,
sure.
but they came out and I'm like, why are they still there's people can't say
They
this
keep going
that they're doing PR for Scandal. Scandal's been over.
for a long
so,
time. That's
so
why,
I was like,
like,
what's going on here?
because that's the thing. It's like if anybody's in a relationship, I'm like, I don't ship like that. Like, I just,
Yeah.
you guys are besties. That's it. Like, those are the boundaries. But I'm like, they are feeding into it. They play around too much. And I'm like, okay, I get it. Like, they're in on the game and the whole fun of it. So I'm like, okay, cool. So it's just for fun. I'm like, I just joke. But like, Shonda is who she is. So every time there's a new show, it's like, yup, she's going to do it again every time. Yeah.
I said that Shonda is definitely like if she started a matchmaking business.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I would be like, okay, let's go. I'm like, Shonda, let me know. Because clearly she knows what she's doing. Because
Clearly,
I
absolutely.
know.
So you got involved in all of this because you love Shonda Rhimes
Oh, yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, because, I had watched like Scandal. I was like, in like How to Get Away and all that stuff. And I was with like Bridgerton. But then it was like watching from afar. Like I've never been like deep, deep into like fandoms for real. So when I started really getting into this season, I was like, oh, because I was paying attention to Luke and Nick, and I was like, wait a minute, what am I watching? Am I watching what I think I'm? And I don't do like I don't ship celebrities. I don't do that like for real. Even with like Carrie and Tony, I was just like, oh, that's so fun. But I'm not like actually doing. So I'm like, do you guys know what you're doing? Luke, Nick, are you aware of what we're seeing? Okay, never mind. Okay, I'm wrong. It's cool. It's cool. So then I was just like seeing a community of everybody just like having fun with it. I'm like, okay, great. And then Tiff with her edits.
Oh
I
my
was
word,
like, she just
yes.
got me, and I was like, girl, you can't do this to me. I have a life. So then, yeah. So that's really what happened to me.
I mean, and I will tell you, I think that's been a consistent statement by a lot of folks that are in the
Hmm.
Lucala community is that the majority of folks actually never shipped real people. Like
No,
you
no.
may love to see characters get together, all this different stuff, maybe,
Hmm.
but to really like feel like, oh, I think these actual real people seem to have an undeniable, and I need to find a different word than chemistry because I don't
There's
think
something.
chemistry actually is sufficient to express what we saw during the promo tour. So
No.
I don't know what the I don't know what the next level word is to
Yeah, I don't
chemistry,
know. Because the thing
but
is, I'm
something.
like, because the thing is, regardless of what they are, right? Like they're great friends, they have feelings, they don't like, for me, like whatever they are, they are. Like let them live their lives. But I'm just like, it's just so I haven't seen that before. And then
Mm-hmm.
they kind of reminded me of Tom and Zendaya, and I was like, no, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. It's okay. It's fine. Because like I don't even do too much like shipping stuff like on my page. I just do
Mm-hmm.
very light fun. And even like if they're in relationships, that's great for them. And I'll leave it at that. And I won't like do anything. I'm very respectful with that kind of stuff. But I'm just like, what are you? You guys are doing a lot. That was my I'm like, you guys are doing a lot. You guys need to calm down. So that was my thing. I was just like, wow, okay.
And
So
it's
but they have
funny
fun
too.
with it.
It's funny too because their friend or Nicola's friend had said something to the effect of like you have an unsettling amount of chemistry or something like that, and I'm like, you
Oh
know
yeah.
what, if I was Nicola's friend I'd be saying stuff like that too, like
Yeah.
when you say people do too much or like you play too much in front of my face or something, I don't
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
what the, but like honestly that's what it feels like with
Yeah.
Luke and Nicola, where it's like you do know
Like,
that we see what we see, as Angela would say.
listen, that's the only thing. I'm like, listen, I'm taking you guys at your word. You guys are friends. Cool. I'm leaving at that. That's fine. I'm just saying you guys do a lot. So you can't be mad at people. But I'm just like, but even with that, it's like I'm very playful with it. Like I'm never doing too
Hmm.
much and like I'm
Hmm.
I'm very respectful with the whole thing because I don't ever want to like, encroach on anything or do anything that would be disrespectful in any kind of way. But I'm just like, y'all are a lot. Y'all need to calm down and sit down somewhere. That's it. That's all I'm asking. Like, just sit down. But the good thing, it's gonna be funny to see them like for season 4. They'll be, their characters will be married and all that. So it'll be cute to see like their characters
It's
do their
so gonna
thing.
be
It'll be
cute.
nice.
I don't
It'll
know
be
how many
nice.
I don't know how much they're gonna give us, but
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
just
the
to
thing
have
is,
Luke sing one
oh, that
song to
would
the
be
little
so
baby.
funny. That would be cute. But regardless, even if they don't have much, like we can always go back to season three. I always like just try to make sure like I show the love to the main characters. Would I have wanted more? Yeah, maybe, but it's okay. It's fine. But like regardless, since they're such good friends, I'm like, we'll see them together at some point. Hopefully they feel more comfortable online. I know it's been a lot, but yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know. But
What are you looking for season four? Well, like looking forward to in season four.
really, like besides Benefit, like I want that full thing. And for for Lucula, Pollen. For Pollen, I really want to see like the stuff with Lady Whistledown and what how that impacts them. And then for Colin in particular, it's like I really want to see how he is as a writer and like get more into his character because we didn't get to see too much in depth with them and with him in particular because it was more leaning towards Lady Whistledown. But clearly, there's going to be like problems and after effects of everything. So I'm interested to see how that plays out now with them having a child and everything. So and I want them to go ahead and bother Benedict at every chance. I want them meddling and bothering him at all costs. Like that's what I really want because he deserves that. So I'm really into that. That'd be really
Um,
good. How about you?
well, I am looking forward to just finding out the storyline because I have
Mm-hmm.
never read any of the books. And but I've heard how beloved or beloved Sophie is as a
Mm-hmm.
character in the
Mm-hmm.
books. So that I was like, oh my word, I hope they're kind to her. Like because
Oh
sometimes if they're
yeah.
if it sometimes when the expectations are high, sometimes
Yeah.
it can, so but I'm looking forward to seeing that love story kind of unfold.
Yeah.
Um, I I am like I have an unpopular thought,
Mm.
and which is because some people are very against Cressida,
Oh
but
yeah, I
I
am.
am like
Not gonna lie.
I genuinely would love to see Cressida come back,
Yeah.
and end up with Lord Debling,
Oh,
and
Dabbling. Yeah.
yes,
Actually, that's fine.
so someone suggested this as a possibility, and I think I would be fine with this. Is that
Mm.
Cressida and Lord Debling doesn't show up in season four, but they show up in season five for Eloise's,
Oh.
because then that will
Oh.
be the time frame. Like let's pretend the
Okay.
time frame of him being gone those 3 years and her doing some internal work because
Oh,
I
that'd be
felt
good.
like they were doing some like redemption arc with her before she went a little
Yeah.
bit astray again.
It
But
really
like
wasn't good timing. Yeah.
yeah, so I
Yeah.
feel like there is a way to redeem Cressida. And
Mm-hmm.
plus I think that the only reason I want Cressida and Lord Debling back is not actually the characters themselves more
Mm-hmm.
than the actors that embody
I
them
really do
so
like
well
yeah. Yeah,
that you
the
end up
actors are
falling
great.
in love with them.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
that's
I
how I feel.
definitely agree. Yeah, I think Cressida just needs more time to like really with her character to for people to like it was a good introduction to try to get a redemption story. It just was like very back and forth, especially with, Penelope, and I was just like, okay, I want to like you, but you keep doing stuff with Penelope, which I get it's not going to be a linear type of storyline for her. So I do want to see her back. I'm interested to see how that plays out, especially with like her mom and her dad and the whole storyline there. But Devling, like I love the actor and the character, and I want to see him in a different way. So if the things there's so many characters I like, and I want Anthony back, and I want to see like we never got the wedding. Anyway, I have a lot of things that I would want, but I know like there's not enough episodes because they only give us 8, so I want
Yeah,
10.
that's the thing. I wish they give us more episodes
I
because I felt
know.
like it was well, I wish they gave us more episodes not only because I feel like there was enough story
Yeah.
to have more episodes, but literally the way they split the season up,
Yeah, I didn't
like
like
they
that
couldn't
either.
be eligible for an Emmy because of
I
it.
know, I know.
For this year, obviously
For
eligible for
next
next
year.
year, but
Yeah.
I mean, when when um when Shonda was asked about that on the red carpet about like the
Hmm.
splitting of the season, I mean,
Yeah.
you could tell that maybe it was not Shonda's
No, this is
desire,
Netflix.
right?
This is
Because
Netflix, yeah.
she's like,
She's never done that.
you ask Netflix, we are partners,
Exactly.
basically.
The thing is, there's this show that just came out. It was like with Adam Brody and
I've heard good things about this. I want to
yeah,
watch it.
I started seeing it, which is hypocritical because I haven't finished My Lady Jane. But anyway, the thing is that show has 10 episodes. So I said, "Excuse you, Netflix." So we need to figure out something for Bridgerton because you can't give them 10 and not us 10. I'm greedy. So I also want spin-offs for every
Oh,
character.
yes.
You know what I
I
mean?
would
So
love it.
like I want a spin-off for Canthony if they could do one because we just aren't gonna be able to see them as much as just give me
Mm,
something. I just want
yeah.
everybody, But I also want Daphne and Simon, but that's not gonna happen. So yeah, I want a lot of
Well,
things
here's
that are
the
not
thing.
gonna
I
happen.
mean, that's not impossible. I think,
Yeah.
but I also really want to see Violet's like origin, like love story unfold.
Oh, I
I would
definitely
love to
want
see that
that.
one.
Yeah, I definitely want that because like that also inspires all the kids. That's what makes them feel like they can
Mm-hmm.
be in love and have that whole storyline because of their parents. So I definitely want to see that. I want to
I
see everybody.
Yeah, I would love to because I would love to see her story and for
Mm-hmm.
it to kind of go back and forth like it did for Queen Charlotte, where it did go
Yeah.
back to the past and the future and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because I would love to also see like her love story unfold with Lord Anderson. Because
Mm.
I do think that there is that push towards
Mm-hmm.
that love story. So I
Mm-hmm.
and he talks about how he doesn't have his first like love match. He's never had
Oh
a love
yeah.
match, right?
No,
So
he
like
said he
just to
didn't.
have
No,
like
that's first match.
the
Like the
imagery of
actual
like
I know to
yeah.
see the difference and like to see how because this is her next chapter. I mean, both of their next chapters. So I really want to see the Edmund and Violet storyline. Like, do they have
Mm-hmm.
their own book? They don't have their own book, do they? I
Oh.
haven't read all the books. I'm trying to read the books as each season comes along, so I can kind of like match it. But yeah, I really would love for them to do a book for them because I know they wrote a book for Queen Charlotte.
They
Shonda
did.
and yeah, Shonda and Julia, they wrote that book together. So if they want to write another one, I mean, I'll start reading some more books. I'm fine with that. Oh, they're saying that they don't have. Lady Shuri said that they don't have a book. Oh, okay. No,
Yeah.
okay.
There was M said here, I want to see a Paul and Christmas special. And I've heard people
Oh
talk about
yeah.
that and I
No,
agree with
I
that.
would love that. I would love that. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, if you do, like, I've heard people talk about a Christmas special before, because that way it's like you can catch up with each of them, at least like get some closure with some things, get some stuff for, especially with Canthony, see how Pollen is doing. Like that way, if they're not going to be there for like season 4, then it's not that big of a deal. Like if we miss a few things because it needs to be focused on Benefit. But yeah, I would love to have some sort of like little Christmas special, little side plots, storylines,
Yeah.
just because it's
It would
hard.
it would be great because someone had suggested it because just like everything you said, all the characters can come back because the time commitment will be very minimal.
Yeah,
And on top of it, like it's just a filler. Like it's because right now the seasons have been spaced so ridiculously far apart from each
I
other.
know, I
So it's
know.
like you got to keep the momentum going a little bit.
Yeah, that's what was good about Queen Charlotte, because even like me getting into like more of the fandom, because I was watching Sammy Bates Queen Charlotte reactions at first, like that's how I also started getting into it because her reactions are great. And so I
Hmm.
was like seeing that, I'm like, oh, it's so good that they were able to have something in between. So if they were to do something with Violet and Edmund, I don't think they are because I haven't heard anything. But
I hope they do
if
though.
they were, yeah, I know it would be nice because there's
Surprise
plenty
us.
of. I know it would be nice. Oh, Rose Teresa 66 said, could they have the Cressida Redemption arc for Christmas? Maybe. Yeah, maybe. But yeah, I definitely would love for them to have a book and like get a little bit more of that. That would be nice. Yeah,
Yeah,
since
I mean, and
they're
as for
basically like the main, they're the main, couple really, if you think about it.
mm.
Yeah. You were saying? I think I
Oh no, I was just
interrupted
gonna
you.
say that yeah, I people brought up Sammy Bates to me for the very first time. I don't know how long ago. It was I think it might have been about the care was it about the carriage scene? It may have been about the carriage scene. I can't remember.
Oh yeah,
But I had never heard of Sammy Bates before then, but people
and she's
love
great.
love Sammy Bates.
Yeah, I've been watching her for a while before season 3 came out. And so when she started doing more of like the anatomy of a scene, I was like, this is her alley. Because like she writes and she does all
That
that.
was
Like,
it. That was the
this is
one,
her
the
thing.
anatomy of a scene. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. She's great with that. Like, and I was even like checking out some of her other stuff. So I was like, yeah, she's like wonderful. Yeah, everybody should be watching. I think most people do at this point, but yeah, anytime she comes,
Yeah.
I was like, okay. So I'm excited to see like what she does for season 4 too.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of folks know about Sammy Bates, and if they
Yeah,
don't, they know now. So
yeah, they should.
Sammy Bates, check
It's
it.
like
I mean, Sammy Bates
everybody
is
go.
on TikTok as well as on
Hmm.
YouTube.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's I don't know, is she on IG as well? I don't know, but
She
I'm not
has an
on.
IG, but I don't think I didn't see her post as much. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be totally wrong. But really on TikTok, she'll do like little snippets. She'll go live on YouTube. A lot of times she'll
Mm,
do live on YouTube. And then she does like most of her stuff is on YouTube, like her main stuff. But yeah, she's great. But yeah, I think
yeah.
that's like really like the two main places.
Yeah, no, I mean people love it. Again, that this is what I say to folks all the time. And I mean,
Hmm.
I'm so glad, Eden, that you decided to do content. But I say this to folks every time I've ever had a live
Hmm.
where it's like if there's anything in a person that goes, "Oh, I kind of want to make something." I'm
Hmm.
like, you know,
Just try.
explore that.
Yeah,
You know, explore
there's
it
no harm.
because yeah, explore it because the I will always say to people, you could have exactly the same source material,
Hmm.
but you will never produce the same thing
Yeah,
because what you produce is very much connected to who you are as a person. And
yeah,
who you are as a person is going to discuss that thing differently than another person. And
very
so
true.
you're like literally just leaning into your own uniqueness and who
Yeah.
makes you like what makes you know?
Hmm.
And that's the beauty of the Lucala content creator space is just when people really are very authentic and lean into who they are as people,
Yeah, that's
people
the
are going
most
to
important thing.
gravitate to authenticity, you know?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like just be yourself, whatever you feel most comfortable with, and like people will gravitate towards you, whoever those people are. But it's like do what you're happy with and what you want. Don't go and try to do something that you don't really like. Because that's the thing. Like I don't talk about their real life personal stuff because that's not really me. But there's so many people who do, and you guys do such a great job. There's just space for everybody. It's like find your lane, do your thing, and have fun. Like that's the thing. This is for fun. So as long as you're having fun and it's good and it's peaceful, then you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
Yeah. I always
Yeah.
think also absolutely like the whole like do content that brings you peace
Mm-hmm.
and that says
Mm-hmm.
your piece also
Yeah.
as well, right? It's
Yeah.
like, you know, one of the biggest things I've always said, even at the start of my channel or my account, was that I do not, nor do I plan to be all things to all people.
Yeah.
I will not, and nor will I try to be everybody's cup of tea, because that's just
No,
too
you
much
it
work.
can't. You can't. You can't. Yeah, I
Yeah,
stopped like really caring about what everybody thought about me some time ago. Like I used to be such a people pleaser,
you don't care.
and you can't. It's just like I'm like, girl, like if you don't like me, it's okay. You can find somebody that you like. I won't be mad. Trust me, I'll be okay. It's like if I'm for you, I'm for you. If I'm not, I'm not. And as long as like I know I'm following the guidelines that I know is right, and I'm doing things ethically and morally that I'm good with, then that's what really matters. Like your people will come to you, and so it's
Yes,
okay. You can't
very
make
true.
everybody happy. There's just no way.
Yeah, it's very true. I mean, I think that's been the journey, right? Like in a lot
Yeah.
of ways on TikTok is just finding your people. Like
Yeah.
and just finding that community because you're right. It's you're never going to please everybody, and if you spend your
Hmm.
whole time trying to do that, you're going to be an unhappy person. But
Yeah.
it's also very interesting how many of us were like I always call myself a recovering people pleaser.
Mm.
um
Mm-hmm.
and so
Mm-hmm.
that was a thing, right? It's like always
Yeah.
wanting to make everybody happy, that you can make nobody happy and certainly
It
not
will
yourself.
make you go nuts. You will
Yeah.
just go around in circles, and it's just like I had to come to terms. I was like, that doesn't do anything for me. Like who am I serving? Because I'm not helping myself. I'm not taking care of my own mental health by doing that. I'm
Hmm.
like, gotta let it go. It's okay. It's okay. So yeah. So it's more freeing, like just being like, I know me and I'm happy with me. So I'm good with whatever happens. So it's okay.
I love that too.
Yeah.
I love that too, Eden, because honestly I always say like if I don't like me, like it doesn't matter how many other people like me,
Yeah.
because
It's not gonna help.
I've had that kind of interaction, right, with someone who like no matter what you tell them they just don't believe it.
Yeah, I know.
You know, and it's
That's the
like you
thing.
have to be able to like know yourself well enough, because the thing is
Hmm.
like if you don't know yourself, if someone tries to label you or tries to define you or tries to say this
Hmm.
is who you are, or any of those things, it could really impact you and make you believe
Hmm.
it. But if you know, like, that's ridiculous, that's not
Yeah, you
anywhere
don't
close
even
to
buy
who I
into
am,
it.
you can like, you
Hmm.
know.
That's the thing, especially when you get onto like a platform like this or doing any kind of contest, like know who you are, be confident in who you are. Don't worry about, because people will try to make you think that you should do this or be this. It's like I know me and it's okay. It won't affect me. It's like don't stress. But it's like yeah, like if otherwise it's like you'll take on everything, be like, oh, I should do this, I should be like this. And it's like it's not gonna work. It's just not gonna work.
Yeah.
That's the
And if you
problem.
want everything to kind of really like, I mean, especially on a social media platform like this, you want to kind of keep everything fun, right? It's like you don't
Yeah,
want it to feel like work. You don't want to feel like like I used to do this for fun and now like I don't even want to do a video, or I don't want to,
I
you
know.
know, kind
That's the
of
thing.
thing. So
If I ever get to that point, I would have to take a step back because I'm like, this is supposed to be enjoyable, supposed to be good times. It's a nice break. It's not supposed to be anything like no toxicity, no, it just peace. So as
yeah.
long as it's like that environment, then I'm good. Otherwise, it's like I've taken long breaks from social media before. So like I have no problem doing that kind of thing, but I'm like as long as I'm in a good safe space, like that's what's needed. Because if it's not, then it's not important. It's okay to step back. But yeah, I definitely agree.
Absolutely. Um, so we talked about season four. I didn't actually pick your brain about like the parts in season three that you loved the most. Um, or you replayed the most, maybe even.
I replayed the under the willow tree scene. I don't know how
Oh,
many times. There's just like
oh.
this like truly authentic like awkwardness between the two that like it's just so relatable, but it's just like he's finally like because Colin's finally understood his feelings because I was like, finally, my guy, finally. And so then to see that first interaction, I was like, exactly. That's exactly what needs to happen. And I'm also like a big Eloise and Penelope fan. So like seeing those
Hmm.
interactions. But really I think Colin like finally understanding his feelings, like those scenes. Especially like I even noticed like him starting to like get a little jealous when it was like the what was the ball? Was it the midnight, the moon? Like
I can't
it was
remember. I
episode
have
two.
sometimes
This
the
was
worst
before
memory.
like it was before the kiss. This was when like he was helping her and before it got revealed. But like you can just tell he was like, "Oh, you like him? Oh, you're talking." So like those types of scenes have always been like really big. But also like when when Colin interrupted Debling, I was like, my guy, be inappropriate because that's all kinds of you're not being there's no decorum there. I was like, exactly as you should, as she deserves. So yeah, but those kinds of scenes are always good. But I
I
also
you, yeah.
no, but
Oh no, I was just gonna say like when he interrupted the dance between Penelope and Lord Dubling,
mm-hmm,
I just wonder like what I mean I because Penelope had like no belief that
yeah,
Colin could ever be into her.
mm-hmm,
Like she took that moment in annoyance,
yeah.
right? But what if? Like we like not necessarily rewriting the story, but what
Mm.
if what would have been different if there was an inkling in her that he was actually coming for
Like a little
her?
bit of hope.
Yeah, like
Oh,
like would her heart, I feel like her heart would be palpitating or like just like
yeah.
I
Because she was
I
nervous more so like out of embarrassment. Like she was just more embarrassed that she even asked him for the whole kiss. Like she was just like,
yeah.
I'm sorry. Because she like was like, that's it, it's done. But she would have been more like, oh my gosh, like there's real feelings. And she wouldn't have been so, trying to get a suitor. Like she wouldn't have been so driven the way she would have been more focused on Colin. So it's like the whole dynamic would have been different. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Yeah, now that you say it, yeah, she would have been excited but nervous in a different way. But that's the
Yeah.
thing, Colin had no idea. So he's like, I'm lost, she doesn't like me. I'm like, you have no idea. Like, how do you not know? But yeah, like Penelope's like, it's done. Okay, I can move on now. I got the kiss. I'm over it. And Colin is just like, oh my gosh, like she's the love of my life now. I'm like, sir, now you figured this out?
Oh
Now when
yes.
she's moved
Oh
on?
yes.
It's like, oh, perfect. Thank you.
You know
But
what
yeah,
though? I in the
it would have been
chat
whole
it
different.
cracks me up because Lady Cherie said to me, "That was just like you, Phoebe."
Mm,
I don't know if you've been reading my. Oh, actually, you have because you've liked my stories.
yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
um,
Mm-hmm.
but they were telling me that someone who has been in my life. I don't know if you were in my live last night at all, but
Mm-hmm.
they told me in my live last night that this person that had been in my life for a really long time liked me, and I was like, that is not. I don't think so. I mean, I was
Yeah.
like, what? Like, if I mean, like that idea
Mm-hmm.
is wild to me, to be honest.
I know.
So I'm saying like the mindset is so different if you actually even
Mm-hmm.
consider that. So I very
I
am
know.
very much am Penelope because that
Yeah.
never crossed my mind as a possibility at all. So
Yeah.
yeah, so and that changes the way you approach a moment. Because if you
I
actually
know. Yeah. Very
believed,
much.
it would be a very different moment. That's why I was thinking, my word, if Penelope even had just like a little bit of an understanding of how much, like, like,
Oh, she
like
would have had
she would
hope.
have been as excited for that moment as all of us were. But
She would have
you know,
been so excited. All she would have needed is that little bit of hope because she thought it was completely done. If she had that little bit, oh, she would have been gunning right for Colin. She would have been trying everything just because she was just like, it's never going to happen. Like, this it was a pity kiss. It was just, he was doing it as a friend. But if not, if she thought, oh, yeah, no, she wouldn't have cared about doubling. It
yeah,
wouldn't have even
yeah.
been a thing because she didn't even want to. She was just like, okay, I have to. But yeah, she kept even still, she would like look and see if Colin was paying attention to her, just gazing over. Okay, never mind, forget it, it's fine, because you can still tell like she couldn't let go, but she just thought it was over. If only it's okay. Because I was like, we're episode 4. Come on, let's go.
You
I
know
was like,
what though?
but
Like
yeah, but I understood it though.
Colin always sought her out. Like he
Yeah,
really
all the
did.
time, all the
So
time. That's the thing. I rewatched the first 2 seasons like from the perspective of Pollen just to like see if there's anything that I'm missing. I'm like, oh no, he actively would always seek her out and truly cared about how she felt and how she perceived him. Like her opinion of him mattered so deeply to him that I was like, oh wait, he just doesn't realize what the feelings are. It's like he can't really put words to it. So I'm just like, okay. I mean, I can get it. I'm just like, my guy. Then you had to make that comment at the end of season 2. So I was like, dang it. Now we're in trouble. But yeah, like you can
he
tell
definitely
how,
didn't court her though.
oh no, he kept that promise though. He kept that promise. He didn't court. So he didn't lie. He didn't lie. You know,
He skipped some
he got
steps.
right to business. In the book, he's even more so. Yo, their book, like he's about it. I was like, my guy. Like he's even more like, I don't care. Like I'm getting my girl. So
Mm,
that's
I
the
love
thing.
it.
But I know. But everything in time. But I'm just glad that like even the one thing like that's different like in the book is that um Colin knew that she was, Lady Whistledown before marrying her and like
Mm-hmm.
proposing. So I was like, oh, this is about to be drama now in the show. Oh, they're adding more drama. Okay, I get it. I get it, guys. But I was like, it's okay. It's okay. But yeah, their book is very good. I got excited after finishing their book, but I definitely have to go and read Benedict's book for sure.
Now I heard the Colin of the book is very different than the Colin of the show. Would you
Yeah,
agree? And
yeah.
in what ways?
Like I feel like Colin in the book, he's like his charisma and a lot of his like attitude is a lot like Benedict. Like I would attribute like his personality more like how Benedict is in the show. And like he's more assertive. He knows exactly what he wants, and he's very like clear about it. He's not like back and forth, wishy-washy or anything. So it's like when I look at Benedict in the show, I'm like, that's kind of like Colin in the book. But yeah, it's yeah, but like definitely he's a cinnamon roll. So I still love that anyway. I'm here for Colin and cinnamon roll. But yeah, in the book, he's like still very like okay. Once he knows, and there. But he that did happen in the season. I'm not gonna lie. After he proposed, it just went from 0 to 100. So I won't say once he knew he did know. But yeah, in the book, he's definitely more assertive. He's about his business.
Because
Yeah.
I've heard rumblings, and I don't know if this is true or not, that they
Hmm.
felt like Benedict's character in the show was swapped
Hmm.
out with what Colin was in the book.
Oh,
Do
I
you think
think
that's
so.
true?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
A lot of the personality, they gave Benedict in the show a lot of Colin's personality from the book. Like it kind of was like, yeah. Oh, I think like one of the Genevieve was like saying that Colin in the book would have been flipping tables when Penn first gets together. Yeah, no, he was very like way more assertive. Like 'cause the thing is in the show, it's like he's more timid, like going around saying, "Does she like me? Is that happening?" In the book, it would have just been like, "Oh no, I don't care. Move out the way. Like that's my girl. I don't even know why you're talking to my girl. Like bye." He was a lot more like, yeah.
You know what? It actually, you bring that up actually reminds me of the interview they had with the director that talked about like how they made everybody leave and it just had
Hmm.
Sam and Nicola dance, and so Luke could
Yeah.
watch that. And I'm saying
Hmm.
their real names because that's literally actually
That's how they
the
said.
director
They said
used
it like that though.
used Luke and Nicola's real names, but called Sam Lord, the a random Lord kind of thing, right? So it's kind of funny that he
Yeah.
didn't say Sam for him, or at least I don't recall him using
Hmm.
Sam. But the point being was
Hmm.
the director said we wanted Luke to watch Nicola dance with a random Lord, uh,
Hmm. Hmm.
because she had never danced with anyone else but him before. And I
That's
was
true.
like,
That's true.
why do you need
That's
to
very
have
true. The
everybody leave
jealousy.
to make that happen? Like
That
you could still, but I
listen.
mean, they just did.
Mm-mm.
I felt like the cast and crew did too much in the background. They're
They
like,
were
we're
doing
gonna
a
just do all of this stuff. Not why? Not
listen.
no need.
No,
But I
even when
love
they were
it.
talking about the wedding, no, even when they were talking about the wedding, oh,
Yeah.
Luke and Nick were getting married. I said, you mean Colin? You mean Colin and Penelope? Oh my God. I was like, it was too much. I was like, you guys are a lot. You guys are a lot. But yeah,
I
definitely.
really wish they kept a longer scene of them just dancing by themselves. Where did you go? Oh, there.
Wait,
I
um,
really.
I'm hearing something. Oh,
Uh-oh. Oh, you're muted now. Oh, are you saying you're
I'm hearing
preferring?
something.
You are? What are you hearing?
I was like hearing like I don't know what's happening. Like I'm hearing like whatever we're saying, it's saying like it again like 5 seconds later.
Oh, I'm not hearing that on my side. So hopefully
Yeah, no,
that
I
nobody
pressed
else is
something.
hearing that on that side.
Girl, I told you that I was gonna do something.
But no, I really
Yeah,
loved.
it's like a 5 second delay, and now I'm hearing our conversation like as if it's recorded.
Interesting.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I need to do now.
Are you recording?
I
Don't
don't
worry, it's
even
going to be up
know.
on YouTube.
Is it?
Yeah. Unless you don't want to, but people were asking me if I was going to put this up on YouTube, so that was always the plan. Are you okay with that? I should have asked before. Can you hear me?
So, oh no, that's fine. Oh no, that's fine. I'm just
Okay.
trying to see what I did because something happened.
Oh
So,
no. That's okay. I mean, we have 10 minutes left, so hopefully it won't
oh
be
no,
too
listen,
distracting for the last 10.
listen. I can deal with it. So I'll just
Sorry
hear
about that.
exactly what we said, repeat it back to me after like 5 seconds. It's totally fine. I could do that.
I mean, people are suggesting you exit and re-enter the chat. So,
Okay,
I mean, that's fine, and I can bring you back on if you want to try.
sure.
All
So you
right.
want me to just cancel out?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Cancel
All
out and
right,
now.
let me do that.
Okay. So hopefully that fixes what Eden's trying to do for this last one. So, there we go. Invite.
Hold on.
Did it help?
Okay, yeah,
Did it
I'm
work
good now.
out?
See, I had to have some difficulty just once, and it's a good way to
Technology.
it's a good way to end it off. You know what I mean? We got to end off with some fun. But yeah.
Well, I am doing Dawson's Creek tonight at 6 p.m.
Hmm.
Pacific Standard Time. I'm doing a Dawson's Creek chat. I don't know if you've ever watched Dawson's
You are
Creek,
so
but
much more responsible than me. You're so much better.
why? Why?
I haven't even finished My Lady Jane. Like I should have been done with it. I haven't even done episode 4. Listen, it's Lemon's fault. It's not my fault. It's okay. I'm not gonna blame
That's
myself.
right.
Yeah.
Well,
But
I haven't even watched the first 2 episodes yet. I watched a little bit. I just got my Amazon Prime back to watch it. But I was just gonna
the
say
Dawson's Creek.
my goal is to watch the 2 videos.
Hmm.
I mean the 2 episodes, so I'm ready for the 6 p.m.
Hmm.
And then the cushion time between when I finished watching the shows to when I'm actually gonna go on live for the Dawson's Creek one
Hmm.
is to actually read like the chats that I had with PS
Hmm.
on a particular live because I thought I deleted them on my
Hmm.
Facebook messages,
Hmm.
but I didn't. And so I put a
Oh.
story out to folks and I said, would y'all like to hear story? I mean,
Yeah.
like these, I'm not gonna like they're gonna be random. Like obviously
Yeah.
they're old, but anyway, so just letting folks know that that's what I plan to do. I'm going to be watching the first 2 episodes of Dawson's Creek after this live, and
Hmm.
then if I have cushion time before the 6 p.m., I might squeeze in a live where I read. There's not a lot of
Nice.
Facebook messages because we didn't. That wasn't the main way we talked to each other,
Yeah.
um, but I don't know, Eden, with this last
Yeah.
7 minutes, I would love you to just kind of share a little bit about like if there's anything you want to plug or if there's anything that you want to share with folks.
Oh no.
Um,
No, I'm good. I'm just here to hang out with you, Phoebe. That's
so
it.
no plug, no,
Listen,
no plug.
because
There's
you know
nothing.
me.
I mean, are
I've
you
been
planning
following
to
from the
do a
beginning.
live at some point, Eden?
Girl, I can't. Should I be trusted with a live? It's really the question. That's the question. I probably will. I'll let people know in advance. I haven't thought it through though, because I need to be a little bit responsible. Because the thing is, I can come on here because you're responsible and you're good, but like me by myself, I would have to actually plan that out. But I'll let people know
And
ahead of time.
you know what's been fun for me is just seeing how other people have started to do their lives where
Mm.
people are getting like themes, like they have a themed
Ooh.
day, you know?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So it could be a lemon. It could be a
If I
lemon.
can
It
see,
could be a lemon live.
I can't find lemon as a filter. That's the only problem.
You,
I
where do
can't
you
find lemon.
usually find lemon?
Well, no, it's fine for like just a regular post, but then I was trying to find it for like a live or something, and I can't find it. Like it's not
Interesting.
available.
Is it not found in the same? What does lemon? I mean, I guess it would look like lemon. It would
Yeah,
just
but
be a
it's not there.
I see an orange. Like
There's
I
an
see
orange.
this. I see this one. I don't know if you see. I
Oh,
mean, this is
period.
me.
Oh, you look great. I love it.
I don't know.
I could
That
do.
I see that one, and that's under trending. Let
See, I
me
didn't see
see.
that.
Let me look at face. Okay, so if you go to your face one, I don't know if
Hmm.
there are other. Uh, well, no, these are just literally face ones.
Yeah,
Oh, what is this one? This could be. I don't. Oh, no, there's not. That's not it.
yeah. I just couldn't find a lemon. I'm gonna look though. I'm gonna see
Okay, because
if I
yeah, because
can.
I'm like, there's this. Oh wait, that's not what I was expecting. Oh, hey, wow, they
Oh,
chose
that's perfect.
correctly. I am totally sushi. This is very surprising. This is a very good choice on their behalf because I'm totally a sushi person.
Oh,
That
let
is
me tell you, I'm
correct.
gonna play around with these. I think that's gonna. I'm gonna play around and just see what's. I can figure this out. If I can't do lemon, I'm gonna do orange. It's gonna be her
There
sister.
you go.
It's gonna be her sister
There
orange.
you go.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, I think it would be great. I think there would be a lot of folks that would absolutely love to go to your
yeah.
lives and just have a riot.
I
I mean,
know.
and I think it might be fun as you know, more stuff comes out, more I mean, I don't know what you do with promos. Like when I did a video for the first time in a really long time, obviously for
Mm,
good reason, but
yeah, of
it
course.
was based off of the promo that Luke and Yaren was Yaren did, and I was talking about
Mm,
like, look, um, this is what PR
mm,
looks like. Like nobody needed to
mm.
look and love to do PR.
No,
They
no.
could sit
Yeah,
with a Grand Canyon, a gap of Grand Canyon between them, and it still be PR.
true, true. Yeah, I mean, I've done like other videos when it's like the promo for Bridgerton, stuff like that. So I'll definitely still do that. So maybe I could do a live like around it. Maybe I could do something like that. That's an idea. Yeah, I think I have to like test it out like when it's not something serious, because then I might say
Yeah.
something. That's the thing. I have to just make sure I don't say anything ridiculous. That's my problem. So,
I will tell you this from every person that I have ever like done a live with and they ended up doing their own lives. Um they can find it addicting. There's something really fun about doing lives. And
hmm,
plus you need to do like 3 lives. I can't remember how many, like
mm,
for a certain amount of time before you all of the like
all
features
the
get
features.
unleashed for you.
Got
So
it. Okay, got it. So I'm gonna still need to do it anyway. Okay, so people will see my face regardless. It needs to happen. So there we go. So
I
I'm
think
here for
people
it.
would love that. Um,
Very nice.
so for those in the chats, okay, lady said is Cherie said it's 3 lives for 3 days. So
Got it. Got it.
I mean, if there's in the last 2 minutes that we have together, before we hop off of this live, are there any other things that folks want to make sure you let Eden know? Maybe props, maybe questions. I don't know. Is there
Yeah,
any final
anything.
words for Eden here?
Yes.
Aside from me saying thank you so much for making time to do this and joining me.
For you, anything. Like
Oh,
you're one of the first people that I followed immediately. I was like, because I've been following, I was like, yeah, I got TikTok and I was like, I'm following Phoebe because I've been watching you. I was like, yep, exactly. It's like,
oh,
that's why
that's
I'm
so
subscribed
sweet.
to you. What do you mean? Of course.
I love
Yeah,
it.
of course.
Um, Beautiful Fairy said you have water ready if you do a live. Actually, this is a good reminder for me because I'm always
Oh
like
yeah.
thirsty.
I would need to do that. Oh, I would need to. Okay, thank you for the preparation. Thank you.
Yeah, that is a
I need
really
to,
smart reminder, Beautiful Fairy.
that
I'm
is
the
good.
worst at that.
Oh yeah.
Anne says she enjoyed this live. Thank
Oh,
you.
thank you.
And Lady Charisse waiting for you to go live,
I
and
know.
Lori as well.
I was trying to practice with the live and I was like, oh, don't actually go live. Like there's like a practice feature. I was like, don't actually do it, Eden. Like we're not ready yet.
Amy Stribling once said you are a bright light in this
Oh,
fandom.
thank you, Amy.
And Lacey also
Um,
says this has been so enjoyable. Love to you both. And Lori said
oh,
thank you to you
thank
both.
you.
So
You guys are so nice.
yeah.
You
Oh
guys are always so
yeah.
sweet.
Look at that, Tiffany, your #1 fan.
Oh,
Can't
period.
wait to see you
Period.
go
My girl.
live.
Oh, period. That's my girl right there. Both
That's
full of
right.
nonsense.
And Tiffany's been on lives. She's been on my lives and other lives as
I've
well.
seen
So
her on
like if
live
you
with
need
Ronnie. I've seen her
yeah.
on live with Ronnie and K Girl and stuff. So I was like, yeah, yeah. Oh, she's good.
Yeah. So sometimes like if you're like I don't want to do it on my own. Actually, for a while you have to do it on your own. I
Yeah.
forgot. You can get
I
guests
have
in for a bit. I
Yeah, I
forgot.
don't think I have that feature yet. Yeah, I was checking. I didn't
Yeah.
see that feature yet. No, no, no.
Yeah.
But
But once.
once I do, Tiff will be there.
Yes.
I'll be like, girl, come on in.
All
Exactly.
right. Well, again, thank you so much for spending time with
Thank
us.
you. Of course.
We
Of
enjoy you so much.
course.
I don't think that I feel like everybody in this live should have already been following Eden, but if you're not, I highly
Most of them I
suggest it.
recognize. I think
Yeah.
so. But yeah, you guys are great.
All right. Thank you,
All
Eden.
right,
Have a
thank
good
you.
day.
You
All right.
too.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.